Snow Northridge has been released and I'm here to take my thermals for a spin on it in solo ops. The main focus will be on the middle of the map, which has become a hotspot since you are now able to walk across the lake, and it has new saves and also 2 new extracts. First and most important, you need T7 thermals to scout the enemies. Get yourself a nice looking HK and then the SJ where you put whatever scope you prefer on it. I used the 16x, but you can also use 20x or the thermal one. IND50 helmet, some cheese to a headset, whatever armor you feel like fitting. I usually go tier 6. 926 premium rig, and pretty much this as your loadout. Smokes just for fighting, rest should be self-explanatory, and you're pretty much good to go. The match starts and you will be going to one of these spots, which you can find exactly here. Both spots can view most of the middle, as well as people leaving hotel and especially going to the cave extract, as well as bridge and a bit of the surrounding area, just in general across middle, sawmill and sewage. So, let's get started. Now, if you're for example spawning at camp service and you want to quickly get there by going south of hotel, then remember you are on the hills before the people that spawn at north or south village and want to run at hotel, so you can kind of kill them on their way into hotel, which you can see right here. If someone takes the helicopter extract and wants to leave and is just lying inside down, then you cannot shoot his head. However, you can, like here, just use some nades as bait and hope he just peeks his head out to check what's going on. Now, here you see how it usually looks like when someone's taking a cave extract. And you actually want that extract to be open because you want people to be in there. They have free kills if they're waiting there for the extract. And yeah, if you are on the bridge spot, then you will have to move a bit over, but you have plenty of time to do that, and then you can easily take the shot and kill them. They cannot hide while taking the extract from you. Now, here we have the most average kill. You just see someone, and what you really need to make sure is be patient. Wait for the good kill shot, because there is no point in shooting someone and then they get away. Because you missed it because you were greedy. And sometimes it takes some time. And sometimes, like me here, you should take a stim so you can hold your breath for longer just to get the perfect shot. And sometimes shit happens and you ricochet. That's also part of the game. Most risky part is getting to the spot in the first place. You really need to plan your route very good. And, well, be ready for a fight. And especially be ready to use smokes if you see someone and you want to fight them and you think they saw you, because most people honestly don't think about smokes as in that's a thermal player, because most people don't expect someone to be more or less insane enough to run T7s as a solo player in, well, a solo mode, because it's very risky, or at least you would think so, but it's actually basically very safe. Probably way more safe than running any kind of tier 6 setup on TV, Armory or whatever. The chances of you dying if you play it well are very slim. So the experiment has been very successful. I made a lot of money. It is honestly very reliable. You kill multiple people on average per game. And how much money we're getting into very soon. I don't think it's very good for the game, and I feel like the developers should nerf thermals a bit more, especially when it comes to spotting range. I think like heat signatures should just completely fade at probably like around 100, 150 meters. Snow Northridge already does a decent job. The people are not as bright as they are on normal maps. But yeah, so I would appreciate if some of you would just give some constructive feedback next time the devs ask for it. And yeah, feel free to use the spots. And generally, I would honestly avoid the middle of the map on Snow Northridge, especially in solo ops. There are a lot of snipers. But yeah, let's get into the finances. Here you will see pretty much what I made in all of those raids. In some I killed super big man, which might have thrown the mouse or keyboard at the wall, because honestly I would have crashed out if that happened to me as well. It's just toxic. But yeah, you make a lot of money. You basically don't die. Usually when you die using thermals and solo ops, I've seen it in the past, it's because you're either playing greedy or just misplaying the fight. Because otherwise it's honestly really hard. Yeah, it's just so good for making money, and I'm not exactly sure how much money I made, but you need some AP ammo, you sometimes need some 995 ammo, but your armor is basically not getting damaged because it's you jumping the enemies and not them jumping you. So like you don't really have any normal and fair fights, you just still have tier 6 as like protection, as security to not die. But yeah, super good for making money. Super good for just lying there, watching zeros while moving your mouse to the left and right to just scan the entire area, and that's pretty much all you have to do. You need nothing for the strat, and I think, yeah, that is a bit questionable. But yeah, just super effective. Go try it out if you want. And if you don't want to try it out, maybe if you have a sniper and you're next to the middle in the near future, if this video gets a lot of views, maybe worth a try to check out the spot real quick. So thank you everyone for watching, and if you want to see normal content by me, I would appreciate a follow on Twitch, because I usually don't play thermals, I usually don't snipe, I just do normal gameplay in Forbidden.